there's been a lot of talk about markets slowing down. I've heard a lot of people say, I remember when this happened in 2008, 2009, all the talk in the news is of recessions, and it can be a bit worrying, right? But actually, I want to challenge that a little bit. I spoke to a business leader of a big recruitment firm earlier last week. He's based in the US, and he was telling me that per consultant, their revenue pre-COVID was around 25,000 per head per month. Post-COVID, it went up to more like 65,000 per head per month. And he said now it has dropped a little bit. It's more like 35,000 per head per month. And he was saying how interesting it is that people think we're in this massive decline. But pre-COVID, everyone was happy, right? Actually, he said what maybe is happening is more of just a market settling after that post-COVID spike. I mean, what are you hearing from other people there?
I think there are some markets that have definitely slowed down, but I agree, like just settled from a bit of a boom period rather than a complete stop. And what I've also found is where some markets have slowed, others have picked up a bit. So the people that I've been coaching, I've been suggesting that they, check their clients don't need them right now, and in some cases they don't. But look a bit outside of that niche and look a bit more peripheral. And Nick, one of our members that I was coaching, was telling me he'd done just that and shifted his focus from SaaS into EV, into electric vehicle, and just won 4 projects. And he hadn't actually had any experience in EV, but his tech experience lent itself to EV tech, and that was what the crossover was. I love it when markets slow because you have to improve.
Yeah.
You have to improve. And I know we talked about this a bit recently behind the scenes, but the whole purposes of ISD and this is to share that we're talking about behind the scenes, which is that Ayrton Senna quote that I just absolutely love, and I can't stop using because it's so true. And having been through several downturns myself, and the oil price crash when I was in oil and gas, Jesus, is you can't overtake 15 cars in sunny weather, but you can when it's raining. And I absolutely.
Out to the Power Hive in Manchester, because I attended their event, and that's where I heard that quote.
I love it, and it is so true. There are loads of firms that are stalling, and the firms that are using the same techniques and methods that they were are slowing down. I have heard stories of firms that have stopped completely, and that's opportunity. It's opportunity. Yep. So I don't think there's ever a bad time in a market, and look at the opportunity that it gave everybody in COVID. Everybody pretty much shifted their ways of working, and good comes out of it. But I'm that kind of person, like I'm a silver lining girl. Like there's a silver lining in everything. I absolutely believe that, and that served me quite well. So that's how I feel about the market.
We've got a duty as recruiters to adapt in tough times, and the fish have been jumping into the boat. Someone described it to me after a couple of years.
Yeah, that's a good.
We've got our fishing rod out and fish again for business and win new business. And